Three-letter words that can be made from the letters A, B, C, D, E, F and G, as they could. Three-letter words made from the letters A, B, C, D, E, F or G. Richard.
Yes, we're looking for any three-letter word that has its own entry in the Oxford Dictionary of English, please, that is made up of any of those letters. You can repeat letters, but it has to just be those letters, please. There's about 30-odd three-letter words in the English language using those letters. As always, no proper nouns, no hyphenated words, anything like that. Very, very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Matt and Wayne, you all drew lots before the show, and today you're going to go first.
Hopefully I've got this right, and say fad.
Fad. A fad, says Matt. Let's see if fad is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fad. It's right. 49. We'll discover how good a score that is as the round progresses, but I think that's probably not a bad score. 49 for fad.
Especially from that first podium as well, it's much less thinking time. Yeah, it's a brief fashion, usually a short-lived fashion, a fad. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Hayley, what are you going to go for, Hayley?
I'm going to go for cab.
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 Cab, says Hayley. OK, well, fad scored 49. Let's see what cab scores. Well, it's right, obviously. Oh, 72. 72. That is quite a high score.
Yeah, sorry, Hayley, a cab is what's waiting outside for the team with the biggest score in this round. It's,
Now then, Leslie, what are you going to go for? There are your 7 letters you can make 3-letter words from. I reckon you might have quite a good one.
I'm going to go for gab.
That's the one I was going to go for.
Really?
Yeah. I have got one other stashed away, but gab is the one I'd have gone for. Excellent choice, if I may say, Leslie. Probably a winning one. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said gab. Well, our high score is 72, our low 49. You passed both of those with gab 35. Very well done, Leslie.
To talk at length, to gab, as in the gift of the gab.
Thank you very much. Richard. Andrea. We're looking for any 3-letter word that can be made from A, B, C, D, E, F or G. What are you going to go for?
I think I will go for ebb, E-double-B.
E-double-B, ebb, says Andrea. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said ebb. It's right. 35, our low score so far. Oh, and you passed that. And how? Look at that. F3. There we are. Very well done, Andrea.
Well played, Andrea. That's a low ebb, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. In a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 3, the best score of that pass by a country mile. Very well done indeed, Andrea. Linda, that's set you up pretty strongly, I'd say, for the next pass. Then we travel up to 35, where we find Leslie and Julia. Up to 49, Matt and Wayne. Then 72, Hayley. So Terry, we need a low score. A low score. You've got a little bit of time to think about it. So, yes, let's see something decent from you, and let's hope it's enough to keep you in the game. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now then, Linda, welcome back. 3-letter words. 3-letter words containing these letters.
I'm going to go for gag.
Gag, says Linda. Gag. OK, well, the high scorers on 72 are Terry and Hayley. That means you need to score 68 or less, and there's your red line. Let's see how many people said gag. Very well done, you're through. 13. Takes your total up to 16. Very well done.
It's very well played, isn't it? Yeah. A joke or a piece of cloth to put over someone's mouth to stop them speaking.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Julia, we want a nice low-scoring 3-letter word made of one of these letters. Some of these letters, I should say, not just one.
I'm going to say ace, A-C-E.
Ace, says Julia. Ace. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. There's your red line. Get below that. You're in round 2. It's right. 39. I think that's going to be all right. 39 takes your total up to 74.
Well played, Julia. Very good answer. Puts a lot of pressure on Terry now, though, doesn't it?
Certainly does. Yeah. So, yes, Terry. There you are on 72. The high scorers are Julia and Leslie on 74. If you can find an answer that scores 1, you're home and dry. What do you reckon?
Gonna take a shot in the dark. Ghee.
How are you going to spell that?
I think it's clarified butter. I think it's G-E-A.
G-E-A.
Yeah.
OK, ghee, says Terry. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. You see that sort of red colour at the very bottom of the column there? That's your line. Terry, get below that. And you are in round 2. Let's see. I mean, if anything's going to get you down, that's going to be a word like ghee. It just has to be correct. Is it? Oh, bad luck, Terry. I see what you were... I mean, you didn't have much choice there. You had to go for something really obscure, but I'm afraid that was just too obscure. Scores you the maximum of 100 points. Takes your total to 172.
Yeah, ghee is G-H-E-E, I'm afraid, which fails on 2 counts.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Wayne. Hello. Now, there you are on 49. You're already through, but let's have a nice low score. Let's see if you can get a lower score even than Matt.
OK. Well, I think I'm going to go for CAD.
CAD, says Wayne. CAD. No red line. You're already through. Let's see how many of our 100 people said CAD. .46. Lower than that.
That's all that matters.
Takes your total up to 95. Well done, Wayne.
It's a man who behaves dishonourably, especially towards a woman, a cad. Now, there's no pointless answers at all. As I say, there's 30-odd words. There's no pointless answers. Terry needed to score 1 point, and there's 2 answers that would have scored 1 point. The words F, E-F-F, and D, D-E-E, would both have scored 1 point each. Deaf, which is slang for something which is excellent, as in that was a deaf round, I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah.
Would have scored you 2 points. Also would have got 2 points for Arga, A-G-A. Not the range, the title, Arga. You can spell that with a little A. There's a few other small scorers. Dag, which we often hear in Australian soap operas, but that's in the English dictionary as well, would have scored you 4. What noise does a sheep make?
It's bar.
Yeah, it would have scored you 7. Deb would have scored you 7 as well. You'd have got 30, we've seen that. Ad would have got you 15. Egg would have got you 18. B would have got you 20. There's all sorts of other ones, but let's take a look at the top 3, the ones that most of our 100 people said. In third place, it was bag for 64. Let's go backwards. Cab with 72 as the second highest scorer. And right at the top, bad answer, would have scored you 80.
Oh, bad.
It's a brilliant round, this one, for Scrabble players, because there's all sorts of 3-letter words they know because they're in the dictionary and you can use them.
Clever.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair heading home with a high score of 172. I'm afraid to say it's Terry and Hayley. I'm so sorry. Well, yes.
Your fault.
Ghee. We've all learned how not to spell ghee, so that's good. Thank you. An invaluable lesson to ghee users up and down the country. Anyway, we will see you again next time and look forward to that very much indeed. Terry and Hayley, thanks so much for playing. Lovely contestants.